Welcome back.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
back.
another
Back at it
episode.
again.
Another episode. Episode 8 is late, which is today. I gotta change
It seems
the...
fitting. Seems super fitting though.
Why is it super fitting?
Episode 8 is late.
Oh,
Yes. Oh,
That's cute.
we rhyme masters.
We the Rhyme Masters.
you know it.
Up in here.
Yeah, my mixtape is dropping soon. Everybody, look out.
Hit it up. Hit it up.
DJ Fathead.
Oh,
Bringing in that hot mix.
yes, fire. Burn the shit out of your car CD player.
Oh,
Do you
set
even make
fire.
those anymore?
What, CD players? I'm sure they have them in
For
cars
your
still.
car? Yeah,
I bet. I don't know. Who buys CDs anymore?
They have CD players in cars still, but yeah, and that's not even like
Who buys CDs?
exactly who buys that shit.
CDs are the record players of today, or the cassette tapes of today.
This is true. This is definitely true.
Yes.
So do you want to post
how's
in our
everybody doing?
Twitter that we're live?
I did.
Okay. Oh, wow,
Already.
you're on it.
On it.
Look at
God,
you.
Episode 8. We're getting down to a routine here, I think.
Episode 8 may have been late, but we are on it today.
Ooh,
Somewhat.
it's gonna be great.
I didn't get to
See?
change the
Get ready for
episode
it.
until just now, but hey, it's there.
Yes, and our freaking Dinkle still says we're at 11.
We are definitely at 12 though, so
Yes.
our deadline to hit 50 followers to become eligible for an affiliate is next week. But even if we don't hit it, hey, it's a milestone. Hit
We just
3
start
out of
over.
the 4 tasks. Yeah, we'll just start over.
Yeah.
But still, there will be a
Is that how
giveaway
it
of 50
works?
followers.
Heck yeah.
I don't
no matter
know.
what.
Oh yeah.
I think to become eligible for an affiliate, like right off the bat, that's like impressive. You know what I mean? For streaming
Right.
for a month, you have that many followers, and you stream this much, and blah 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 blah. You know, that's
Yeah.
pretty impressive. But hey, we hit 3 out of the 4 milestones, so hopefully by next week we get that like 30 some followers.
Crazy ass
Ooh,
boost.
that'd be nice.
38.
Maybe we could just see if we could reapply to the affiliate program after we hit 50 or something and see if they'd be done.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet.
There's still that giveaway, so don't you worry your little heads about that.
Mm-hmm. And now that Rogue has announced a new flavor, you might expect something different with that starter kit.
You may get 3 flavors instead of just the 2 that we've been talking about.
Yes. They announced it Friday. We'll talk more tomorrow, I think, a little bit about it. Maybe we can come up with flavors we would like to see. And then next Tuesday, you guys would get on our Twitter, we'll probably announce the new flavor. But if you guys are just strictly listening to the podcasts, then next Tuesday, you guys should know which new flavor Rogue has dropped.
Definitely.
Can't wait. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, what is Rogue Energy, Oscar?
Rogue
Yeah, let
Energy
us
is the
know.
world's first premium cognitive beverage for gamers. Yo. Rogue Energy strives to offer the ultimate energy and focus drink for those pursuing excellence. So enjoy the best cognitive performance beverage on the market today and use the code DANKCAST for a discount on your next order. And you guys could give a huge thanks and shout out to Rogue for partnering with us. Show them some love from the Dankcast.
Show them some
Show 'em some love.
Mm-hmm. Some dank love. Hashtag that, because I think that's might become a hashtag.
There it is on screen for all of you that are joining us today. We are the
This is
dankest podcast aside of the Rio Grande. Just use Dankcast after you're done ordering that delicious
We're all danked
Rogue
up.
Energy.
Yes.
I'm all danked up.
Well, hello there,
Oh,
Carrot, and
snap.
hello there, Mello. Welcome to the stream, boys.
Oh,
Welcome.
welcome back.
I was just talking to you dudes, and I was just getting yelled at by Mello before we jumped on here. But hey, welcome anyway. Still love you guys.
What the hell?
Ah.
What's Mello doing? What the hell did Mello do to you?
Yeah.
He yells at me all the time, dude. That's our relationship. That's our friendship right there.
Wow.
Just get yelled at.
That's a good friendship, though. I mean, if I could just
Right?
yell at people and they'd be like, I still like you. And I'd be like, awesome. Thanks, babe. That's
Thanks,
sweet.
buddy.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit, but
You know what
Thanks.
that means? That's just a good bueno. Right on the screen.
It's very
That
bueno.
type of friendship is bueno in my book.
So yes, if we get that affiliate goal, or we get one free emo, and it looks like our bueno is going to be our first emo. There
Yeah.
it is.
I think that's it. That's the winner, dude. Just look at that face. It's such a lovable bueno face.
Like, you
Yes,
know, in
Mello,
all the
you are domestic abuse
stereotypical.
squad.
Oh, nice. But in all the freaking stereotypical Mexicans and all TV shows, you know, me growing up, they always had that look in their eyes, that half closed eyes, like si senor, like si es bueno. So it's perfect.
You guys didn't know that's totally Oscar in the bueno picture.
Yes.
Just in case you did
I
not
think
know.
if we hit the 50 followers, even without the affiliate, I'll take a picture with a cowboy shirt, a cowboy hat, and I'll put my hair down.
Thumbs up. You gotta do thumbs up.
And a thumbs up. Yep.
Yeah.
If we get two emotes, we'll do the cartoon version, and then we'll do the real life version.
Oh man. So
or you could be the no bueno version and just put thumbs down.
Oh, I should.
That would be cool. That would be funny. But anyway.
So just get to following and sharing, guys.
Tell your kids. Tell your wives. Tell your domestically abused squad to follow.
Tell them. Domestically abuse your squad and tell them to follow us.
Yep. Get her done.
Oh yeah.
Make accounts for your moms and dads and hit us up with that follow.
Exactly.
Dilly dilly.
They won't ever know about it. You'll be fine.
You're gonna be okay.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Don't cry, you're fine.
Oh.
Oh man, that's funny.
It feels like so long, even though it was just one day we skipped. I'm like, damn, it feels long. It feels like a long time coming back to this
it was
podcast.
A little different, but hey.
This isn't our full-time job, people. We all have stuff to do, so
This is true.
if you'd like it to be our full-time job, you can help us become an affiliate.
Yeah, start hitting us up.
Start making like a freaking GoFundMe.
Right. Help us become jobless so we could do this as a job.
Right. If we get a good substantial amount of followers, I think a Patreon would be cool. And then we can start like, you know, for the amount of people who donate, like at a certain rate, we can like give away stuff to them. Or like, we'll come up and make t-shirts or some shit or fucking beer koozies. I don't know. A beer koozie with the Dankcast logo on it would be sick as fuck.
Some merch.
We'll just send them. Yeah. Start sending them out once we get enough people. I think that's something we could definitely do. I think people love to get shit. Oh yeah. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. So, but it's okay.
Easy there.
Dream big.
Hashtag
dream big, baby.
Hashtag dank dreams.
Dank dreams. The biggest dreams.
That are dank. Alright, anyway. So, do you have some news for us, Oscar?
Oh, always, dude. And here's a story that I'm sure everybody's already heard of. It's kind of, I didn't know if it was going to get too big, but it kind of did. But UFC fan streams pay-per-view event on Twitch by pretending to play it as a game.
I saw that.
That was hilarious. Yeah, that was awesome.
The entire UFC 218. So, streamer AJ, I'm not going to say his last name. He has enough, traffic on him. Successfully pulled off his plan to stream UFC 218 and gets away with it by watching it with a controller in his hand. Which is, I think, genius.
It's so hilarious how this all worked out.
Right. So although Twitch has deleted his video of the full stream, it went viral, as we all know, after people realized what was going on. He's a relatively unknown streamer, so it's not certain how many people watched the full event, but a good deal of clips went viral, everywhere. So everybody knew what the hell went on. So you can't go back and watch it, which sucks. I try to find clips. Most of them are taken down. Their Tumblr posts are taken down. Twitter posts are taken down. So UFC and, EA and all them, they kind of really, I don't even know if it was EA, but they kind of really did their work on making sure everything got taken down.
Well, that's the whole thing now. The issue of like live streaming, like off of your Facebook or Twitter, is that you could potentially stream these pay-per-view games or matches,
right?
For free for anyone else to see.
Yeah, my roommate did like 4 fights ago. He streamed it up. We just sat there and he streamed his phone off of it, and we had like a bunch of our buddies watching it on stream.
You know, I actually saw the Conor McGregor and the Floyd Mayweather fight on the Instagram live feed.
Oh yeah, but didn't it get shut down once, and then they went to
No.
another place?
So
And-
Facebook and Twitter got shut down completely, but like everybody forgot that Instagram also had a live feed version. So that was able to go through, and I was able to watch the entire match without any problems.
Man.
Yeah.
Nice. See, like, and like, that is definitely a problem, but
Yeah.
I think it's just up to whoever's monitoring, you know, who's moderating these sites with life. They need to be really on it. And that's what I was thinking. I'm like, moderators need to be on it. There's obviously people slipping through the cracks. And so I was looking up, and the timing of his stream seems to be the key factor in his success of pulling off the stunt, because EA Sports had run a beta for UFC 3 over the same weekend. So if you looked up UFC, he was in there with everybody else playing the UFC 3 beta. So it was mad people playing the game. So it just seems like he literally just slipped right through the freaking cracks. Yeah. Well, the amount of streams that were playing the beta at the time just potentially camouflaged his broadcast. And it's unsure whether AJ will face any repercussions. Twitch has yet to comment so far. As far as I'm concerned, they've yet to comment on it, which I don't know if that's they're sitting there freaking out.
He's the only dude so far that has done that, so I think they can pretty much ban him from Twitch, but you can just make a whole new account. You can just make a whole new account. I mean, it doesn't really do anything.
And I think that's what it's going to be. They're going to try and use him as an example, I think.
Yeah, I think they're going to ban him. I don't really think they can do anything, because Twitch is a free service.
That is true.
Yeah, I don't think they can.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird situation.
There's things that you have to agree to in order to make an account and in order to go live. There are certain things that you have to agree to that a lot of people don't read.
No, they just press OK.
Exactly. So there's probably something in there that states, and he could get like a fee charged to him. I don't think he'll get sued, but there could be a fee that he'll have to pay. I don't know.
I think everyone's worrying about Twitch, and I'm like, I'd be worried about the UFC or HBO or whatever the hell you had to freaking buy it
Showtime. Or, I don't know.
Actually, I think UFC does their own thing, yeah. I don't think it's Showtime or anything. It's just, pay-per-view. It's not really owned by anything.
Right, so, So people
like,
are...
boxing's a strictly HBO deal.
Yeah.
Okay, and MMA's kind of everywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not too sure what's going to happen. Of course, what he did was he even said himself, he's like, what I did, I knew it was illegal, and I knew it was against policies of Twitch. And I'm like, of course we all know that. But the fact that he did it and pulled it off, and they said the reason he probably got caught, most of the time is
tweeting him out and stuff like that, made him viral.
Yes. And then people were... I guess they said 80% of the time he kind of really wasn't even interacting. Like he had his controller for a couple moments, and then he'd get you sidetracked watching it, and the next thing you know, he's just sitting there watching it. And then he'd notice that he's live for a second, and then he'd grab his controller and pretend to start playing again. So
yeah,
I'm sure those are some of the clips that I was trying to find. Because a lot of people, that's what everybody was tweeting out. They're like, he's not even playing, la la la. And I'm like, if anything, that's what got him caught, because everyone's
all the tweets and stuff. Yeah,
everyone's shutting you out about doing this. And I think I don't know if he was doing this for a friend or if he was just doing this just to do it. But that's pretty badass of him to pull it off. A lot of people watched UFC 218 for free.
Yeah, well, it's not hard. You have all these live streaming things going on.
That is true.
I think after
they're
this
go
issue,
after him.
Yeah, they're gonna have
to
go after him.
They need to go after everybody. The fucking little guy that's... I mean, you could...
I don't really think for Facebook or Twitter, they would have to go after the company itself, because you can't really target every single fucking person that live streams something.
I mean, me and Frank are sitting in a bar. Me and my roommate are sitting in a bar on Saturday night. We forgot the fight was on. There's no TV in the bar, and I just pull out my phone, I get on Twitter, and I put in UFC 218, and then boom, dude, there's just... It's everywhere. You can do it on Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, dude. You don't... It's just... I don't know. That was... At least that was funny. I would give that dude props if I was anybody, I'd be like, nice.
At least he tried to cover it up, you know. He was there making an attempt to be like, I'm
Yeah,
playing a game.
Just trying to make it seem like he was playing UFC 3 from EA or something like that.
Yeah, like perfect timing too. I don't know if he knew that either, but it was just perfect. So
I think he had to have
AJ
known that because you have to type in the game that you're playing
right? Okay, that's
if you're
true.
live
So
streaming something, so he had to have known.
smart man. AJ, smart man.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
But yeah,
Brilliant.
so that was story one. So move on to something a little more I think, you know, maybe looking towards the future a little bit in video gaming.
Okay.
Boston game developer Achille Interactive Labs met its primary goal this weekend in its latest study with a video game designed to treat ADHD in kids in hopes to becoming the first prescription video game. Which I think is kind of
video
crazy.
game?
Yeah, that's what got my eye. So like I was looking at headlines and I see prescription video game and I was like, what?
Weird.
So Achille announced the news on Monday detailing the study of 348 children aged 8 through 12, all diagnosed with ADHD. Those who were given the game to play on a tablet over a 4-week period saw significant improvements on attention and inhibitory control compared to those who played an action-based placebo. So half those kids played the therapeutic game, the other half played the placebo game. And all the kids who played the actual prescription or the so-called wannabe prescription game all saw some kind of improvement in their ADHD, which is pretty good.
Mhm.
Achilles CEO Eddie Martucci, love the last name, says they are directly targeting the key neurological pathways that control attention and impulsivity. So he's really experimenting, I think, with targeting directly into the brain with this game rather than creating a, environmental feel that helps the kid, focus. I think he's actually trying to get to the root problem with these games. It seems the cognitive stimulation that the game targets into the brain is the main objective into getting the results they've deemed a success. Martucci states, I think we clearly see it's the targeted algorithms that we have. So with their studies, I'm thinking that's just showing that maybe instead of, giving kids a bunch of pills to make them mellow out into the society, they can actually maybe start focusing more on direct brain, cognitive stimulation that would actually help rather than make their whole body like mellow out a little bit with all these pills that they give them, like Adderall and stuff like that. So, although the positive results, there are some parents and physicians who say the behavior of those who played the placebo and the therapeutic game displayed the same results. So, of course, there's going to be those random remainders in the study who are like, no, that happens to me, or oh, it didn't work. So, and even if they got the FDA approval, which they plan to pursue next year, which is a really big, pretty ambitious, it's still a question whether clinicians or insurers will accept it as acceptable treatment. But, it's a step towards prescription video gaming.
Yeah, it is.
That'd be tight.
Yeah, so you guys think it's an actual good venture for these people, for Achille Labs?
I do, because I think that kids are getting too many prescription medications for shit that just could be, like, monitored easily.
Yeah, kids are way medicated these days.
Yeah, speaking as one of those kids who was medicated for his ADHD, I think my parents would have preferred something like this.
Yeah, you see, I mean, if you can make video games like an outlet for these kids, it's a cheaper route as well, especially if you're gonna make a prescription game out of it. I mean, I don't think a prescription video game is gonna make it out anywhere, but like you can recommend games for these kids that are beneficial to them, that'll help them with their cognitive skills and helping them calm down in situations. Because we all know there are video games out there that we like to play that are very relaxing and chilled out, and that you're not gonna get all fucking heated about.
Exactly.
Right.
Like we all have that one game that we like to play to just hang out and chill. You know what I mean? There's always that one game.
Yeah.
What's your game? I would like to know this. What's a game that you like to relax to? And both you guys.
Okay, go ahead, Dave. Go ahead. I'll go last.
Elder Scrolls. Anything Elder Scrolls. Very nice to sit and relax.
That game really
particularly Oblivion.
Yeah, because
so is it like
my jam?
Yeah, you play it by yourself, and like
which is nice.
it's all based on you. So whatever you want to do as that person. So it's like you're playing, like you're really in that game as yourself, and that's like what you would want to be, and go off an adventure. So that's really cool.
Nice. Ooh, got one from Mello. FTL, Faster Than Light. Love it. I'm gonna have to try that out. For me, it's Firewatch for damn sure.
You like Firewatch?
Walking,
awesome.
yeah,
that game is
walking
great.
around, yeah, the whole environment feel of it, it's perfect. Even though it's supposed to have like a kind of a tempo storyline, you know, like something's wrong and you got to kind of figure things out. It's just the whole fact I get to walk through the, you know, this whole national forest. It's amazing.
Yeah, that actually really is, and I actually heard some people say that like playing that game was very therapeutic for them because some of these people that live in cities that would love to like go to like the forest areas and like really just like experience nature, and they can't do that. But that game was very therapeutic for them because they were able to experience something. It may not have been in real life, but they were able to experience something that was very calming to them, which made that game very popular.
Hell yeah. And, you know, living somewhere out here where it kind of looks like that, that's why I think it's great. Because I'm like, I live in an area where it's rocky and the sunsets, you know, it's like the whole area is just on fire just because of how red the rocks are and stuff. It's awesome. So, and I think that game just grabbed everybody from both sides of the spectrum, the city folk and the country folk.
Yeah.
And your favorite game, yo?
I would have to say my chill game to play. I think I have two of them, like one being more like retro and like one being more modern. I'd have to say that the newest South Park games, the Stick of Truth and the Fractured Butthole, are very relaxing and chill to me, even though I'm playing one of the hardest difficulties possible at the moment. I can really get into that game because it's funny. I love South Park, so like just watching and hearing all the commentary and all the dialogue going into this story, it makes me laugh. So I have a lot of fun with this game, and it's very relaxing. And then like, I guess a retro game that I like to play that's fun for me to just like relax to, and it's not really retro, but Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube. I love to just
so retro. I think it's retro.
I just love to go back to it and just play it. That game was so amazing. Yeah, the music, the game in general is just so much fun. Like experiencing a haunted mansion in a Nintendo world is great.
Perfect. Hell yeah. And seeing comedic games like South Park, and then you come back to like, you know, games that have characters that are a staple in the video game world, like Luigi from Mario, you know, it just, I think it's that kind of little familiarity from those games is what's relaxing from what you said. Like,
yeah, so it's like you get to have fun with it. I mean, everybody has a different game that they like to chill and relax to. I mean, we basically all just named totally different genre of games, like Dave and Elder Scrolls, especially Oblivion, and then you with Firewatch, and then me with fucking South Park and Luigi's Mansion. I mean, like it's just like totally different.
I've been playing Elder Scrolls since I can fucking remember, man. I think my first one, I got Morrowind when I was a kid, little kid. And it was awesome, and then I just been playing those ever since.
Yeah, I mean, you totally got me hooked on those games. I mean,
oh yeah, those are some of my favorite games, dude. I literally, if you look in my Xbox game tab, there's like 2 or 3 games that aren't kind of like out there, like different, but it's Halo and Elder Scrolls. That's like all I play. I play everything, but like those are the games that are always on my Xbox. They never get taken off and put back on and back and forth. Those. Yeah,
they're always going to be there.
Yeah, I got Morrowind somewhere around here.
Nice. So there's consistency to those games, which is awesome because a lot of games don't have consistency.
Yeah, they are great games.
If you want to get your ass kicked, play some fucking Morrowind, man. Morrowind is god.
I'm gonna have to try. The farthest I've been is Oblivion.
There's no fast travel. There's no sprint. It's it's fucked.
OSRS of Elder Scrolls.
It's pretty. It's
Oh, in RuneScape you could run, so never mind.
Yeah, so I think if we can even feel like how you say there's some kind of like therapeutic games out there, even on its own without trying to be, I think if there's a video game developer that's actually going to focus as using it as an actual form of therapy, I think they're in a good track so far.
Yeah, I think this could really take off the ground. But as far as there being a prescription video game that you can only play to have a prescription, that's just kind of out there, and that's just not gonna happen.
Right.
That's
But-
weird. It's like,
Yeah.
are they gonna make a
weird how they-
specific
yeah.
game for that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
and
this is
honestly,
the game.
I
Or are
think they
just
would.
gonna, like,
I
play
think it would honestly just be like a puzzle type game. You know what I mean?
something like
That's
that.
what I
Yeah,
would
that's
think,
what
too.
it would be. So, but you can find those anywhere, or you can make a kid just do a puzzle in real life. I mean,
Hell yeah, dude. There are kids making apps these days. I'm sure there's a kid who's made an app for his ADHD.
Well, you know, I do believe a kid made fucking Angry Birds, and now he's like a multi-million-dollar entrepreneur. I
Jeez,
think he
really?
sold off the franchise, though. I think that's what happened.
Oh man. Love it though.
True.
I wish I
Retire
was
at like 12.
for real.
Imagine making a
Just for making
video
fucking
game
Angry Birds.
and then it taking off. It's insane.
God, we need to come up with a fun game, guys. We'll slingshot my fat head.
Yo,
Into
what's up,
a bunch of my skinny bodies.
Skep Talk Live? What's going on, man? Welcome to the
What's
stream.
going on, Skep Talk Live? Welcome on. We're just talking about therapy and video games.
That is in the video
Crazy
game
stuff.
news right now.
To be honest, I think that headline kind of messed up by calling it a prescription video game because
Yeah.
when I was reading the article, they weren't saying like, "Oh, get your doctor, write a prescript." Like, so it just sounded more like, "Hey, we're over here trying to give like a game that's targeted more to kids who have ADHD rather than, oh shit." Like,
Yeah.
but then it comes back to clinicians and insurance agencies who are going to be like, "Yeah, well, we'll cover that.
hmm
We'll cover your kid playing video games." So I think that's going to be the hard part about it.
That's weird. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Especially because
Yeah.
there's a lot of older people in the older generation still, like older than us, we're in our 20s, like I say our
Mhm.
parents and on up are the people who are like, "Oh, video games is not a real thing. It's just a hobby." And, "Oh, it's just something," like a lot of people were like, video games are just a fad.
Whoa.
They're not going to be there. And
Shit,
I'm like,
did I just get
hell
cut
no.
out?
No, I think you're
Yep,
fine,
you're
Dave.
good.
You're fine. No, you're fine.
Oh shit. Everything. So scary.
Skip Talk Live just said, you guys see the controversy about Detroit Come Alive?
Yeah, I did see that, man.
Oh,
It's
no.
crazy. Apparently, there's a
What's
big
going on?
child abuse. There's a big child abuse cutscene in that game.
Oh,
People
yes.
are
Okay.
pissed. Yeah, I saw who was tweeting about it the other day. Skep. Did you see Boogie talking about it? Because that's who I saw talking about it. That's what got me into that whole little situation. Boogie 2988 was not happy about that shit, and kind of rightly so. I don't really know how I feel about that being in a video game.
So,
Right.
wait, what was in it? I'm trying to find it here so I can, read up on
child
it a
abuse.
little bit.
This just shows child abuse happening in the game.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
I
see,
read it on
that's-
NBC.
I don't think that should,
Like,
Yeah,
I don't think
Boogie.
that should
Yeah,
be a
I saw
thing.
that too, man.
like
Yeah, I
okay,
don't know.
like,
I guess it depends on how it's done, but I think I haven't really looked much on
they
it.
said it was
but
pretty.
apparently
Well,
it
the
like blatantly
NBC
just
thing-
straight up shows child abuse.
okay, I saw okay, now that I came back to it, I totally forgot what the name of the game was called, but I did see it like in an NBC rundown of the news, and it's talking about this video game that's creating controversy, and it kind of does show like a dad, or I don't know if it's a dad or not, but he's like choking a young girl like up against a wall, and I don't know if it gets anything crazier than that. But when I saw that too, I was like, damn, it's like I don't think people are going to be too in tuned on.
Oh yeah, Boogie did make a
anything
video
like
about
that.
it.
Oh snap!
Yeah, shit's crazy.
I'll post it in the chat so that if anybody wants to watch it, you guys can later on.
Nice.
Here's the
Yes, thank you
link to
for
his YouTube
bringing
channel.
that up. Yeah, Skep Talk
Yeah,
Live.
that's-
Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, that is a big controversy because that you shouldn't be showcasing shit like that in video games. I mean, there is a lot of controversial shit in video games that we all know about. I mean, but that's a big one that you shouldn't showcase.
Focus on right.
Exactly.
Like I remember growing up, people were like, parents were like boycotting Mortal Kombat because of how gory it is.
We appreciate your follow, dude. Thank you. Welcome to the Dank family.
Oh snap!
Oh,
I love that animation,
Thanks,
man.
So awesome.
Yes, thank
So
you
good.
guys.
And we appreciate all the love. Welcome to the Dank family. Skep Talk.
Mhm.
welcome, buddy.
Dank love, stay dank.
Dank love all around.
there's always going to be that one developer, that one creator that's going to stick their toe over that line. And I think these guys just like kept on running.
But I get there's being controversial, like gosh, what am I trying to say here? There's controversial for good, but then there's just like where it's just too much. You know what I mean? Like I don't think you need to straight up show some kid getting choked out. That could all be implied and still get the same point across.
Exactly. Suggestive themes of that, just be like, hey, like cut away from that kind of thing, suggest that it's going to happen. Nobody wants to see that happen.
Even like, finding like little like tiny hints about shit that happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in the game, like say you find like a piece of newspaper that talks about a kid getting abused. That's different. But to actually show a live, like not live, but footage of a kid getting, abused, that's just crazy.
And oh yes, Skeptalk Live. I agree. It reminds me of like a Last of Us kind of style game. And so it looks pretty cool, but with the whole controversial scene, I'd say that game does look pretty awesome.
I don't know what's going to happen to it now that this shit's going on, because the big problem here is that if we do censor it, there's going to be people that are like, freedom of speech,
censoring video games.
There's
telling me what I can and can't watch.
There's two sides of this coin, and it's just going to be weird to see what happens.
Yeah, but
that is true. And see, like, if we take it back to like other controversial moments in video games, like which Call of Duty was it where you freaking shoot up the airport?
Oh, like Modern Warfare.
See, and that one made national news too. But that was actual, and that was actually a part of a mission that you had to do. You had to do that, So this one is just throwing it on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that game was fucking awesome. That I don't know. Yeah, that mission was crazy. That's how World War III started. That's how they started World War III in that game.
Yeah.
That terrorist attack started World War III. It was crazy. No rush. There was an option to skip that mission though in that game.
That's true.
You could not play that mission if you didn't feel comfortable.
True. Wasn't there something that you could do in order to skip that actual mission too? I believe there was a thing. Yeah, you could actually skip that mission if you felt very uncomfortable about it. So it's like there was a way to get around the entire situation if you didn't even want to play through that level.
I'm sure it was a good shock to the first players, though, like something that you wouldn't have expected to have happen. But I do agree with what Skeptalk Live says, is although I would say the game is definitely marketed to adults, so I mean that same type of content is in all sorts of movies, which is so true.
Mm-hmm. You can't. The games are different though, because
it is.
I mean, there's my mom buying me fucking Halo and Call of Duty and all that shit when I was 12.
Exactly, and the parents aren't sitting there playing with their kids.
They're not.
When it comes to a movie, you'd be like, "Oh, I have to watch this rated R film with you, or this PG-13. You're only 10. I gotta be here with you." And if they saw something, they could be like, "Turn it off." Oh God! But like this kid gets this game, and he's like hidden in his room for like 5 hours on a Saturday night. So that's where it's hard with video games. I think it just all comes back to what we were saying the other maybe a week or two ago. Mm-hmm. It all comes down to how parents are parenting their kids. Like, what ground rules are they setting for these kids? If you're gonna let your kid play these games, you're gonna have to. And this stuff happens, and you don't like it, then you need to stop buying your kids these games.
Exactly. I mean, that's how. I think it was Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City that created a lot of controversy because kids were playing it and parents had no idea what was in those games.
Oh man, and that's one of the worst games out there.
Exactly. That's the parents' fault for it. It says rated M for a reason, and you're still buying these kids.
Exactly.
Elstagate. Yeah, Skeptic's right though. Elstagate wouldn't be a thing if it was up to the parents. That whole shit's fucking insane.
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
Nobody pays attention to their kids anymore.
Right. It's just you're blindly buying stuff for your kids, I'm not saying be a helicopter parent and hover over that fucking kid. I'm just saying know what the hell you're doing. Mm-hmm. Like,
Yeah.
Just know what you're giving your kids. Like when it comes, people are so self-conscious about giving their kids gluten or soy or MSGs. Then they're like, oh yeah, here's the new Battlefield 3. Go ahead, kids.
Play.
Like run along.
Yeah.
But like, but yeah, you can't have that freaking regular milk chocolate cookie because it's got gluten. Like throw that shit out.
Gluten cookies.
So I'm hoping it doesn't come back to, we were talking about how like there's laws in China and everything and how Belgium's trying to get in on that. I wouldn't like to see a law about video games. I would just, if just parents could just do their jobs.
Did we have a conversation about that too, of them trying to ban certain type of video games? Like, it would just be dumb.
Yeah. Like, don't ruin it for everybody else because, kids are playing these games with their parents' approval.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem. The problem isn't the game. Of course, okay, when it comes back to this, there's controversial scenes in video games, like with this Detroit game. It's, it's not in good taste, but it's not like how Skeptalk Live says, it's not aimed for children. This is an adult game.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if your kid sees something like that, then it's you buying your kid that game.
That's on you, buddy.
I've never really heard about this, but can people under 18 buy rated M games? Do they even check for shit like that?
17.
Yeah, I've been in the GameStop where they card. So I've seen some of it happen sometimes.
Okay. I'm sure it doesn't happen all the time because it's a video game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm sure that doesn't happen all the time. Yeah, so Skeptalk's saying that you're not supposed to. You're not able to. But, I think that's still a thing. Kids are able to buy these rated M games because they see the trailers on TV or on YouTube or whatever type of service that they're using.
Or they play it at their friend's house because their parents don't care.
So then they go get it.
Yep.
Yeah, look, Skeptalk is right, but online you can buy any age through internet magic.
Ooh,
this is
exactly.
true.
You just ask for your parents' credit card. Your
just
parents'
say you're buying a
information's
game.
on that.
Yeah, and you could just save the information of your parents' card on your console or your PC, whatever it is.
You can lie about your age.
Exactly. Lie about your age and you're good to go. Like, there are so many like video games and stuff out there that you need to type in an age to show that you're above 18, but it's like you just type in like, any fucking year, obviously, and you could be like 40 for that one moment so that you can just look into that game.
All these 12-year-olds are playing as 18-year-olds on all these games for mature people. Mm-hmm. But then that's what just comes back. Like, you're just letting your kid do whatever.
Yep.
And that's, man, heck no. Giving my kid my credit card information.
Oh, hell no, dude. There'd be no fucking way.
Oh, yeah. No, not going to happen.
I'd be like, I'll do it for
Dad, can I have your money? Fuck no. Go get a job, you 5-year-old.
Yeah, that's what my parents said, dude. I had my first job. I was fucking 14 years old, washing dishes in the back of a restaurant, just so I could buy I think I was buying an Xbox 360 or something,
Oh yeah.
I've never not had to buy my own things. You know what I mean? I've always, if I wanted something, it was like, well, you gotta work for it. Well, you gotta do this with that.
Yep.
Which sucks now because you were working. I remember working that with you a couple times. Yeah, we used to work that together a lot.
Just so I can have a cell phone at like 15.
Yeah.
I had to buy it myself, and I had to pay for when it was money cards, and you had to buy like the $20 card to get like minutes and shit.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember, you and Bonnie used to come pick me up. We go work that fucker.
Go work the freaking bingo hall and just make hot dogs and
I think
burgers
everybody
and chili
worked
cheese
at the bingo hall at one point.
I think all three of us worked at the bingo hall at one point. Yeah.
At one point,
that was
everybody
just
worked
a
at the bingo
family
hall.
business for a while.
It was.
Grandma managed the bingo hall.
Family
I was on
business.
popcorn and soda.
oh yeah, someone was cashing. Man, it was.
I was always in the concession stand.
Always. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So these kids today, just these parents giving them their credit card information or just handing them money to buy video games. I'm like, it's a wonderful time for those kids to be alive.
Oh yeah.
Didn't have to work bingo halls like we did.
Right? I'd be like, blame your grandparents for ruining the economy. That's why you can't get nice things, because I didn't have nice things either. But that's all I think I got for the news. Oh yeah.
Is that all we have for gaming news?
For gaming news, so for in the news, we
technically had 3. So thank you, Skep Talk Live, for bringing in another controversial news topic in video gaming.
We appreciate the conversation.
Yeah, we really do. Yeah. We want you guys to engage.
Yes, major shout out to them guys.
Yep, major shout out to our Dank family.
Dank friends.
So I got a little bit of world news. There's 2 kiwi species that are no longer endangered.
Hooray!
Kiwi.
Northern brown kiwi. So it's like those little tiny birds with like long beaks. That's how I can like describe them.
They're scary.
Wish I could get a picture. But if you, I have it in the Discord, so you can just pop open the link so that you can see what it looked like.
I don't fuck with birds, dog. I'll pick up a bug. I'll pick up a snake.
Them birds, though. That bird flu, though.
I will not fuck with the bird. Yeah, fuck bird. There was a snake in my house. At like the beginning of October.
I remember you telling me that because your sister is all freaking out about it.
Oh, dude, I'm upstairs playing Halo, and I just hear her start freaking out about maybe the size of my hand, palm to the tip of my fingers, just this little snake slithering around. I was like, what the hell?
Baby.
She's like, what do we do? I was like, this. She's like, what do I do? I was like,
what do you do?
Here you go. I picked him up and I went and I put him in a tree, and she was like, you're crazy. I'm like, what?
God,
it's a snake.
So this northern brown kiwi is a flightless bird that was endangered, but has now since been moved to the vulnerable list.
Ooh.
All right.
Yes.
Moving up in the world.
So there were conservation efforts in New Zealand to help save these flightless kiwi birds, which has paid off. So they are no longer on a high risk of extinction, they're just now vulnerable.
New Zealand is just amazing. I mean, when it comes to countries, New Zealand's up there.
So the change in status of the northern brown and Rao kiwi marks more than 25 years of successful conservation efforts by the New Zealand government and community groups.
Well, good on them. At least there's something good happening. We usually talk about all the crap.
Right, so New Zealand's on the running for Badass of the Week for helping save flightless birds.
You have a hard competition against AJ Twitch streamer. But
so there are now 17,700 mature individual northern brown kiwi species in New Zealand now. So they're helping out. They're doing their part to save the kiwi population.
Good on New Zealand. If we could just be a little bit more like, everybody should just be like New Zealand. Save animals or some shit. Because like over here in our area, the Mexican gray wolf is like almost extinct, and that's something I think we should get. That's something I think this area should be fixing.
Thank you for the follow, Skeptalk on Twitter. We appreciate it, buddy.
Damn, son.
Yeah,
all over the place.
You're getting on it today.
You're the man.
I think Skeptalk deserves a follow, so give that dude a follow on Twitter.
Heck yeah.
Talk is awesome.
To be honest, I think I had already followed them.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, so you're just showing us all up here, huh?
I told you guys I was on it this week. I was on it.
Dude, my phone blows up with the amount of stuff that Oscar does for us on Twitter.
I think it's more of I have no life, and my Twitter's not that popular.
It makes it all bueno.
Dude, we've been getting some mad love from a lot of podcasts out there, and Skep Talk Live, thank you. You're definitely going to be on my list for, shouting out and all this stuff that I do for everybody. But Consensually Speaking, have you guys seen that one going on Twitter? She's like a sex podcast.
Checking that one out yet.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, she's like a sex ed podcast. I
definitely gotta check that one out.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
I've been making my way through the rounds of the ones that have been hitting us up with love. I haven't gotten to her yet though, but I'm ready.
Heck yeah.
My body is ready.
Who followed us the other day? The Hogwarts what?
Oh, it's called Potterotica.
Potterotica.
It's
Oh my
literally a
gosh.
Harry Potter erotica site. Oh, here it is. And I told Des, I was like, I don't think I could dive too deep into this. I was like, it goes there. I was like, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan growing up, as I'm sure all of us are, especially Dave. Fun fact, Dave won a Harry Potter look-alike contest growing up.
Yeah, it's because I have a scar on my forehead. That's the reason. Like where Harry's scar is.
I wish we had a picture of Dave with what he looked like back in the day with his glasses, with his little tiny glasses. Looked just like Harry Potter, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right
So,
across
yeah,
the
the
top of my
Potterotica.
forehead, there's a scar. That story is not as fun though as the Harry Potter story.
Yeah. No.
So Skeptalk just said that he's going to mention us on the podcast, on his podcast tomorrow.
Hell yeah!
Says,
thank you.
I would love to see more podcasts get up in the ranks. Yeah, dude, us too. So thank you for the.
That's so awesome of you.
Thank you for the futuristic shout out. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. And so and everybody listening that isn't Skeptalk Live, hopefully, go and follow them. Hit them up on Twitter.
I do believe Mello and Dylan are still here. Hopefully, I don't know.
Mello and Dylan. You know, I don't know. We haven't heard from them in a while. They went MIA, but it's all good.
They're playing Destiny.
Yeah, so Potterotica.
Right, go ahead.
Yeah, Harry Potter porn likes us. True Crimes After Dark, The Horribly Awkward Show, freaking The More Gooder Than, Nikki's podcast. Dude, we have mad podcasts just following, showing us love.
Shout out to all you podcasts out there that are trying to make it out in the world like we are.
Yes.
Love from the Dank fam.
Support your small streamers. Support your small casters.
Help us out, because unlike those other podcasts, we don't really have a subject to go. We just kind of talk.
Literally, we make a topic list like maybe an hour to 2 hours before our thing goes live, because we try to make the most relevant news.
Yes.
For when we go live.
Yeah. So far, I just know to find. In the news with Oscar, 2 stories. That's so far like the only stapled segment, I think. But we also just started Thursday Theories, which you guys will hear tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's also What the Fuck News, which is going to be every podcasting that Desi had created, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, so I'll be looking at some shit right now. I should be looking at that now.
Right, and something I don't know if we should ask today or tomorrow, but I want to know if anything's pissing Dave off, which is something we like to know.
That could be either today or tomorrow. Up to you guys.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to me either. Let's just let the show go.
Let's just continue with the show. Good. Keep talking, and if it comes up, we'll go with it. Does that sound good?
I got a couple things that pissed me off today, actually. So, but yeah, let's just keep going. We'll get to my thing later.
Nice.
So, let me get my thoughts straight.
Yes, when we say variety show, it's literally variety. You're not gonna know what you're gonna get. We just decide.
Yeah, and the what the fuck news segment is not like today news. It could just be from like however long ago. Like we had one last week that was 2 years old. About this Chinese man, the Chinese man, and he killed his parents.
That killed his parents in like freaking.
And he served him with rice. And he cooked him with rice. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, dude. It was
That's the worst part.
It was actually on MSN News.
That's how you know how long ago it was, because somebody was reading MSN News.
And then remember we talked about the cheesy garlic knots that sparked the brawl at a pizzeria in Florida.
Jessica, that bitch Jessica, that she stole and she fucking just bounced with the cheesy garlic knots.
Oh yeah, see here it is. Hong Kong man who salted and cooked parents jailed for life.
Mm-hmm.
He literally
jailed for life. Damn.
Butchered them up. He cooked them, served them with rice, and then they found out about it because shit was a fucking crazy scene that they walked into.
Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Your search history is gonna look insane.
Right?
Yeah, I know. The FBI's gonna be looking at you.
They're gonna be like, "What?" She's looking at people salting their
right?
Their parents up and cooking them.
It's just Reddit posts. I just read like the freaking topic names for a lot of these Reddit posts and what the fuck news.
It's just a thread, officer. I swear.
So see, like this one from 3 years ago was a woman shoots lover over unsatisfying sex. She was so mad that she shot the man. Or lover, it could be the man or woman, I don't know.
Sex.
It's fucking horrible!
That was terrible!
Bam!
You didn't caress me.
You didn't cuddle me.
He fell asleep on me.
Yeah, no cuddles? No cuddles afterwards?
Yeah, exactly.
I know, right?
Oh, fucking crazy.
Oh, God. Oh,
Crazy
God,
ass
no.
people.
Oh,
No,
God.
no.
No!
So Skep Talk just said the natural feeling podcasts are better. Scripted talk shows are kind of boring. Yeah, we just kind of go with it. We don't script anything. The only thing that we have scripted is our promo for our Rogue Energy partnership.
Even that I can't get right.
Yeah, so
That's how bad I am at scripts.
we don't script this. We just go with the flow.
Yeah, it's
We just get awkward. It could be funny. I mean, you never know.
Right. We started this podcast because we video game and we're on party chats all the time, and we can sit here and talk about anything for hours. And we just decided we should just start recording or live streaming it and just getting everybody else's opinion. Because I think we were looking for more opinions than just the three of ours, because we already know what the three of us are going to think on things. And I think we just needed extra thoughts in there, which Skep Talk Live, thank you, is what we need. That's what helped us keep this going. Because, man, that we had when we look back at our old podcast, the whole naturalness of it is there, but you can tell that we just kind of sometimes don't know what we're doing. But today feels so good. This podcast is running.
Yeah, exactly. There's just some days where we're just like, what's next? What's the next? What's the next? And then there's some days like today where we just continuously go with it. But we thank you for engaging in the chat, because it makes it a lot better. Your opinions are bad and you should all feel bad. Fuck you, Mello. How about that? There's my fucking opinion.
Yeah, you were on this podcast, Mello, okay?
Yeah, you were, dude. You were the third fucking episode.
You were our first guest, man. You gonna do dirty like that? Come on.
Right? And then he says, just kidding, I love you all. And yeah, I love you too.
Just kidding, yes.
You and Dylan are some great fucking buddies.
Yes. They're the best audience.
It would be cool to have, so maybe next week or within the near future, we could have Skep Talk be a guest host on the show. I think that would be really cool.
We're always up for
bring in whatever type of shit that you want to bring onto the show.
Heck yeah, if you just want to ride along and talk about what we're going to talk about that day, that's cool too. Just
bring whatever you want to the table and we'll discuss it, we'll debate it. We'll have a good time.
Heck yes.
Nice, he be down, so yeah. We'll look forward to that.
Yes, right on.
Yeah, Mallow, the truth comes out. It really does. Now, you know how we really feel, man. All the feels coming out.
Yep.
All the feels.
Spam the bueno emote.
I think I still have that up on the screen. Now that I think about it. All of it's
that's
bueno.
Not our official logo. Yeah, sorry guys.
I'll take that down. Forgot I had that up. Oh, it's funny.
That's hopefully our first emote.
Right? Let's see. I'm trying to look at the what the fuck news right now. There's not a lot of new ones. I'll try to find the funniest ones I can find and we could just talk about them.
Heck yeah, if I have to look up
here's one.
something, I don't mind.
Police stated that a man used a McChicken from McDonald's as a weapon.
Holy snap.
How fucking drugged up, fucked up do you have to be to get your McChicken and start threatening people with that thing?
How much bath salts is this guy on? Is this guy from Florida? Is this a Florida thing? It sounds like a Florida thing.
Let's see. It's not a credible website, so we'll see. So the man accused of throwing a McChicken sandwich at his wife reportedly broke the woman's nose during the incident.
Dude, with the McChicken?
How fucking old was that McChicken?
Or how
frozen?
Was
exactly.
It? Frozen? Yeah. I would get on that. First of all, McDonald's needs to be making sure their food's cooked thoroughly.
The police saw that the man did more damage than police initially thought after smashing he smashed a sandwich bun into his wife's face.
and broke her nose with it. Oh, thought he like smacked her in the face with like a McChicken. It's like, whatcha?
What did I miss?
Oh, so we're talking about a man used a McChicken to break his wife's nose.
What? How do you? What? What kind of force?
So the man took a McChicken and he smashed it into her face, breaking her nose. So the police said it doesn't matter what type of instrument was used to commit the assault. Domestic abuse is still a huge problem.
Oh my god.
The greater issue is the guy is getting angry over a sandwich. That's a direct quote.
I wanted no mayo!
Right?
Damn.
The woman went to the bathroom to clean herself up, but the man followed her and began recording her using his cell phone, which he later shared with the police.
Like, look at her, look what she did.
Police noted that the woman's nose was swollen and believed Hill was trying to entice the woman into knocking the phone out of his hand to make her appear aggressive, so that maybe he wouldn't get as in trouble. Come on, man, you smashed a McChicken into her face and broke her nose, dude. What the hell's wrong with you?
Can I just share some excitement here for a second? For personal excitement?
Sure.
I got an interview with the brewery tomorrow.
Woo! Congrats, brother.
Congrats, man.
So looks
good.
Nice, dude. That's awesome. Congrats, brother.
Brewista in our squad now.
Oh yeah.
You said tractor, right?
Yeah, I'll be working. I won't be working the bar though. I'll be working I'll be the assistant to someone there, the person that like sets up like the parties, the party tastings, and the
nice
the brew festivals and stuff like that. I'll be that person's assistant.
Hope you get it, brother. I really do.
I hope so.
Hope it works out for you.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah. Mm-hmm. Everything's cross, brah.
Yep.
Oh,
got
dude.
it.
Shout out to all the local breweries out there.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a tractor sponsorship.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a tractor sponsorship for this podcast.
Sponsored by Tractor Brewing.
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Looks like in the chat, Skeptalk just sent us some what the fuck news on Twitter. So I'll check that out right now.
Yeah. I saw one. I looked it up. I saw one that he sent. Irish villagers complain Viagra plant fumes have men and dogs walking around with hard-ons.
Awesome.
Pharmaceutical firm Pfizer has produced the erectile dysfunction drug in Ringaskiddy Cork. Jesus, you can tell we're not Irish. The last 2 decades.
Too much for our Mexicans' mouths.
Yeah, barmaid. Oh, and this is the best. This lady is golden. Barmaid Debbie O'Grady told the Sunday Times, "One whiff and you stiff. We've been getting these love fumes for years. Now for free." Jeez, none of the women are mad. This is going on.
Did you see Johnson walking down the street?
What?
They're like, oh, they're probably just like, there must be a new batch today. Like, damn, or they must be cooking a lot more today because looking around town. But the thing is, the dogs, too, wouldn't it just be awkward to just, like, see a bunch of boners everywhere? Is that too awkward?
I guess not for the women.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I'm guessing not. Debbie O'Grady, she fucking loves it. I love that name. She's a barmaid.
Debbie O'Grady.
Debbie O'Grady.
Sounds like a TV name.
Doesn't right? It? That sounds like a stage name, like, welcome, Debbie O'Grady. Come on down.
Give it up for Miss O'Grady.
My name's Grady. Debbie O'Grady.
I think that's why it sounds like so familiar, because now I just thought of O'Malley. Fucking Grey's Anatomy. So that's probably why I think it sounds like a TV name now.
To be honest, I'm still a child. Yeah, to be honest, I'm still a child, and I thought you were talking about the Disney cartoon Aristocats. You know, the fucking...
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay,
yeah, the trashy-ass cat. That's what I was thinking of when you said O'Malley. I was
cat.
like, oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, and then he's a Grey's Anatomy, and I was like, fuck that guy. Forgot about it.
Fuck that guy.
That guy's a dick.
Yes. We'll review fictional characters one day.
Yeah.
But we'll make a top 10 best, top 10 worst.
Oh, sorry, I have my dog barking.
Oh, God.
It's okay. Carmela's getting excited.
Why are we in Ireland?
I know. She's like, get off it. Keep moving. Move on.
Who are you people?
Okay. Here's another one that they sent us, which is just great. Damn, Skep Talk Live. You brought out all the stops. Man robbing hot dog stand shoots himself in the sausage.
Oh my gosh.
And he did not relish this experience. Oh, I love the puns.
Like, the puns are the puns are great. Puns are great.
That's
very punny.
A 19-year-old who allegedly held up a hot dog stand on Chicago's South Side ended up firing a round into his own South Side. Damn this fucking Daily News! This is some great fucking article writing. Disguising his appearance with a hooded sweatshirt and scarf, Pouncey entered the 24-hour establishment around 6 a.m., aimed his .38 caliber pistol at the stand's two employees, demanding money from the cash register. After they compiled, Pouncey allegedly reached into one of the workers' pockets, taking a wallet and a cell phone, attempting to stow away his weapon at the same time. But he's not one for multitasking. Pouncey shot himself in the penis, which is sad.
Jesus.
Jeez.
But I think it's ironic to rob a hot dog stand and then your hot dog gets fucked.
You shoot your own dick.
Yeah. Why a hot dog stand though?
I know come on.
Like there's a lot of money.
Are just trying to make by. Yeah, they're just trying to make ends meet, man.
Unless he was just hungry.
Well, wouldn't you steal the hot dogs and not the money and the cell phone?
If you're hungry, man,
give me all your winners. Like, yeah, wrap them up.
Give me show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
Oh, I totally saw an awesome post. I gotta send you guys about that. I'll send that on the chat.
Cool.
But yeah, Jesus Christ.
All right.
I like the next link that Skep Talk sent us.
Oh, I bet it's great.
Okay. Get it? Okay, I'll
no, not yet.
Read it. I'll read the.
Okay.
Man cooks up waffle feast after finding staff asleep.
Oh, I saw that.
U.S. Army medic's late-night quest for a snack has gone viral after he ended up cooking his own meal on finding the restaurant empty and the only worker asleep.
Wow.
This dude cooked himself a feast. I'm looking at all these pictures of like what he did, and he made a feast.
That's the most...
Yeah, it was at a Waffle House. The Waffle House did state that they were very impressed with Mr. Bowen's cooking skills.
Ooh, they offer him a job?
And they also stated for safety reasons our customers should never have to go behind the counter. Well, that's your fault.
That's your employee's fault. So
yeah, dude, that's your fault. You have one man manning the station overnight, and he was probably all fucked up and tired, and he didn't want to go to work, so he passed out.
How was one man running the freaking register, like seating people at a Waffle House, taking their orders, and then cooking their food? Right? That just seemed like poor planning right there. Jesus.
It seems like it was
that poor man he deserves to be tired. He's probably like fucking wiped out.
Right?
Probably had like a dinner rush all by himself. Okay, that man, he's fine. You get a pass. Your sad ass is your boss. That's who's gonna get the award.
So good. So funny.
Great.
We appreciate your
Skep Talk Live.
What the fuck news input. Skep Talk. That was great. Very awesome stories.
That could be so that's something we could discuss if we get whenever we have you on the next episode, whatever. You're definitely we'll talk some what the fuck news.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep. Dave, do you have anything that pissed you off?
I want to know.
Yeah, I did actually.
Okay, well, share it with the world.
The NFL really pissed me off this week.
Okay.
Oh.
What's going on?
Because they have so many fucking rules and regulations and shit like that. I don't even think they know what the fuck they're doing. First off, it all started with like, well, you know how like the Bengals and Steelers game was like just ripe with cheap shots.
Yeah, it was a shit show.
Yeah, well, Gronkowski got caught giving out like a real like super cheap shot, and they're handing out all these suspensions. A couple weeks even was it Michael Crabtree got in a big fight? They got suspended for a game and all this stuff.
Crabtree and Talib.
My problem is though that you can literally watch any NFL game on Sunday and anything can happen in that game, and you could be like, oh my god, maybe that should be this, maybe that should be that. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing. It's especially when it comes down to penalties. You can't even breathe on a fucking wide receiver, a quarterback, or a kicker without there being a huge fucking problem.
Yeah.
You can't. Nobody knows how to play the game anymore because the rules are just so fucked.
It's just because they're trying to make it like a safer experience, but it's football. There's nothing safe about football.
It's not supposed to be. They're fucking ruining it by putting all these fucking rules in and shit like that. Like,
sooner or later,
just fucking
it's
play
gonna be
the
like
game, dude.
two-hand touch or some shit.
It is, and you know what? This has been really sad because football is my favorite sport. I watch football every Sunday, every Monday. I haven't watched much football this year, to be quite honest with you.
Same here. Actually, my dad told me the other day. He's like, "You haven't watched football with me," and I'm like, "I really don't want to." Like, there's so much controversy in the NFL. I mean, it's not fun to watch games because there's constantly penalties to fucking save people's asses or get people in trouble. I mean, like, there's nothing fun about it. There's nothing fun about football.
No.
I watch my team if they're on TV, and then after that, I'm good. Like, I don't need to watch all this.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Dude, football games take so long just because of penalties.
Yeah.
Like, one game could take like 3 to 4 hours, depending. I'm sure that game that you guys were talking about took so fucking long.
Yeah.
The whole Bengals and not Patriots. The whole Bengals and Steelers game was just like a complete like brawl. That's how I describe that game. Yeah, it was a shit show brawl. People getting fined, suspended. I mean, I really don't think they know how to monitor all of these suspensions.
They don't know. They don't know how to take. Yeah, they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, like I just saw. I don't think it was late last night or early this morning that there was supposed to be a guy that got suspended at least a game, and he appealed it. So now he has to pay like $35,000 as a fine instead of getting 1 game suspension.
Yeah, and then he just walks away, and
it's like slap on the wrist for them because $35,000 is not a lot of money to them. Not to them. For us,
no.
But to them, no.
Oh my god,
it's a slap on the wrist.
Us poor people were like, oh.
They're more traumatized if they miss a game. That's why he appealed it. He didn't want to miss a game. He'd rather spend his money to pay the fine than to get suspended a game.
And keep playing.
Yeah.
He plays 1 game, he makes that money back.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just gonna say, I was like, to make that, like, he ain't got no worries.
That's 1 game. Like, it's all right. And if they have endorsements, they don't have to worry about that shit. They can pay that back, no problem.
Just hopefully whatever got suspended for didn't drop any endorsements he had, but didn't seem like it.
I don't think he was a player that really had any endorsements.
I don't think he was either, honestly.
Like, the players that really get endorsements are like really the renowned, exactly. So it's like your quarterbacks. If your quarterback's really good, they're gonna have a fucking sponsorship deal, like right then and there. Like there's a lot of players that are sponsored by certain sports companies, but it's not like the extent of like say Cam Newton or anybody else who have like a sponsorship deal with like Under Armour or Nike in general. Like, you could be sponsored by Nike and, like, get some of your shit for free, but people like Cam Newton or anything else, like, there's shit made for them, by them, endorsed by them. It's because they make so much money off of it.
And people are going to buy that shit up.
Exactly. You have really renowned players like that. You're just going to buy it because of the name, not because of the brand. But yeah.
Shit was fucked, man.
Yeah, football is just retarded at this point. I just can't wait for baseball.
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm over most sports, dude. Just I stick to esports.
Right?
Kind of over that too, but whatever.
Oh man, it's just been a hard.
Well, just because our favorite esport is doing bad right now. I'm still into like others.
True. Did you by chance watch that video by Green Skull?
Which one? Oh yeah, I saw that as soon as it came out.
Oscar, did you get a chance to watch that?
I did not.
So basically, a guy who knows a lot of players in Halo.
Green Skull's just a huge Halo YouTuber.
Yeah, he makes some Forge maps, like those puzzle maps that we do.
Yeah.
He's one of them that he makes some of those Forge maps.
He makes a lot of them.
Yeah, he makes a lot of them. But he interviewed 3 players. He interviewed Miquin, Spartan the dog, and who else did he interview? Who am I missing?
Ninja.
There you go. And Ninja, that's right. And he asked him certain questions regarding the future of Halo, the future of the HCS, where 343 has gone development-wise into the game. And they all pretty much had a very collective response. Like, they're pretty much equal to certain aspects. And then, like, he just, like, voiced his opinion as a competitive Halo in the community, not a pro. And, like, a lot of the people in Halo, the Halo community, want the same things as pros. But, like, there needs to be somebody in charge of the esport side of 343. There needs to be somebody in that position that's able to voice the opinion of the community and the professionals. That way it gets to 343.
Right.
So it's like having a big old board meeting for 343 and having one person, just one, in a position that they can be the voice for the pros and also see the side of 343.
Right.
And they would also be in control of getting shit done. You know, they'd be in control of, like, the playlist and everything else involved with that. So it's just like collective response of, like, what they would want to see for Halo 6.
Right.
And
they even asked representing these people.
Yeah, and they even asked Green Skull even asked the players, "Are you scared or, like, thinking about Halo's future?" And each one of them said yes.
Oh.
Halo's future is falling through the cracks. It's a very touchy subject.
It's concerning. Yeah, they're concerned.
The week of
to quit not too long ago.
The week of Thanksgiving was some of the darkest Halo has ever been in.
It's pretty bad.
It was bad. Like, I had not seen so much backlash for this game until then. It was bad. It was super bad.
Right, and this game
players that just aren't playing your game because they don't have a playlist to go play competitive in.
All right.
Yeah, so that's just the whole issue.
It's true.
It really is. I mean,
at
that point,
and I read what you guys
I hadn't even played Halo in like 2 or 3 weeks just because I wasn't having fun with it.
All right, and like
we all gave the new settings a shot, and it's like they didn't work because majority didn't like it, so it didn't work. It wasn't going to work out. But they weren't changing it.
Hell no.
They wanted to keep it. No, you can't do that. No. And my thing is, and I think it would have saved a lot of backlash, is that they would have had 2 playlists. The HCS playlist that kept all the settings for professionals, and then they had this testing playlist that added in the oddball and the other shit that they wanted to try out. I think if they did that, there wouldn't be so much backlash. Everything would have been fine.
Right.
But they didn't do that. They just wanted to throw in these new settings and just say, hey, here's the new fucking settings for Halo. Here's oddball. Here's your fucked up settings. Have fun. And nobody was having fun.
Oddball.
How hard was it to find games? Because nobody was playing.
You had to solo queue if you wanted to find any fucking games.
Exactly. And
even then it took
and a lot of people won't solo queue because they like to play with their squads. So it was hard. So hopefully they move in the right direction. Hopefully they take this video, the collective responses of the community and the pros, and they make something out of it. Apparently the CEO of 343 said that they are listening. And they will do something about it. I don't know. We gotta wait and see. They're gonna be adding in oddball within this next coming week.
Yeah. I think he said on Monday.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So Skeptalk just said, alright, Dankcast, I got a thing to do. I'll be tuning in the future. Great cast. Thanks, Skeptalk. We appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for following on Twitter and on here on Twitch. We appreciate the follow. Welcome to the Dank family. And expect us in your stream tomorrow, dude. We'll be there.
I'll be there. I'll be there twice.
Have a good day, bud. Thanks for tuning in. But anyways, yeah. So hopefully they do something good about it. Looks like they are going to be adding an oddball by this next coming week. And it looks like Oscar's fucking Discord crashed, so he's in the waiting room, so let me move this dude back in. Welcome back, little baby.
Ooh, I'm back. Sorry,
I don't know where
guys.
you
Hell,
went.
man. What the fuck?
No, fuck you, dude.
Sorry. Okay,
It's
I just
not
saw Skip
bueno.
talk live. They left. Saw
Yep.
did we talk about that? Oh,
Yeah,
well,
we mentioned it.
late. Okay, damn. I know
Yeah,
everything just cut out, and I was like, "Oh, I can't hear you." And then I'm like, "Nope, you can't hear me." That's what's. Oh
But,
man.
I just don't
but
want to
I'll-
see Mercy as a professional map, and even Overgrowth. I don't want to see those as professional maps. I think those aren't going to be added, but we'll see. We'll see what people think about it. Who knows?
Yeah, Mercy
Exactly.
is not good.
No,
Oh no.
it really isn't.
No.
Really isn't. But yeah. What did you think about the video, Dave?
I agreed with everything they said. Everything they said, I feel like me and you have been talking about for the last month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say that conversation you guys had in the messenger about freaking you can't find a match, like that's kind of like more situated to your level and your rank and stuff, because like you get a group of 4, then you're fighting against actual squads. You solo queue, you get put up with like noobs practically.
People
So
don't
it's
know
like there
what the hell
isn't.
they're doing.
Yeah, it's like there isn't really like a median area that you could get thrown into. It's not like, hey, here's a group of people who know what they're doing, who've been playing kind of as long, who have the exact same skill level as you. It's kind of just like, oh, you have a squad of 3 or 4. They're like, oh, well, here's another squad of 3 or 4 who've been fucking playing forever. And then it's like, oh, you're playing by yourself. Let's put you with people who barely started playing.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I would like to.
Please no.
It's matchmaking could get worked on a little bit, but I think it just comes back to the playlists, like you guys were saying.
It's just not as fun. I mean, I played a little bit with Mello and Dylan, and that was a lot of fun because we just started fucking around and just having a good time.
Yeah, see, like when
it gets to the point. Yeah, there you go. It just gets to the point where you just need to stop being like, all right, it is what it is, and I'm just gonna have fun with it. Fuck it, I don't care anymore.
Just make the best of it. Yeah,
exactly.
And that's what there's days where me and Bond play, and then Ralph will join in, or Dave will join in, or we'll join up with Dave or one of them, and we'll have fun because we're just messing around.
We're just messing around, having a good time.
It's like, it gets to the point where it's like if we start playing HCS playlist, it just turns into a shit show.
Yeah.
And it's like we might as well just.
Me and Mello actually made new accounts for the holiday season.
Oh, is it that time?
Yeah. His is No Joy McScrooge.
Oh my gosh.
And mine is You a Ho Ho Ho. So
classic.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a good time with these when we play Halo.
Oh, have to get on it then. So long to Freddy's pooper.
Freddy's pooper.
Freddy's pooper for a while. So
good old Freddy's pooper.
Yeah. So as far as the direction of the HCS and Halo, hopefully, well, it's not really the HCS; it's more 343. So as far as the direction going forward with 343 and Halo, hopefully, they really take the collective response, because they had to have known what was going on Thanksgiving week, because that was bad. So hopefully they turn it around and it's good. That's all I have to say about it now. Hopefully.
Have they announced who they're going with?
I believe Mello told me they've all but said it's going to be MLG.
Okay, so that's way better.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to give props to ESL. They made a very awesome DreamHack Atlanta and DreamHack Denver. They made it good.
Great.
I mean,
with the help of DreamHack,
with
the help of DreamHack, of course, but they really turned things around.
And we were there
those last 2 tournaments.
We were this team. Like, I don't think we ever mentioned about it, because usually the problem came during the stream. I'm sure the events were fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But the streams were garbage. You know what I mean? I mean,
oh, man.
Well, how much negativity did we hear about Worlds? A lot. And we were going to go to Worlds in 2017.
Worlds was pretty bad. Worlds, thank God.
Venue-wise, was bad. I'd have been pissed.
Jesus.
For Worlds, they did a little small venue, but so many people went, so they were overpopulated with a small venue, which forced them to create this tent with a small TV inside so that you can watch the stream on that, on bleachers. Because they weren't prepared. For Worlds. That's bad.
For World.
And they finally turned it around, whatever, you know. DreamHack Atlanta was super good. DreamHack Atlanta had the most open team tournament. Had the most open teams in that tournament. And then DreamHack Denver followed with not as many open teams, but still. It was a really good event. Really awesome venue. It was awesome. The atmosphere was just amazing at that event.
Oh, hell yeah.
I can't wait to do it again.
Exactly. So hopefully the future of Halo is still pretty bright enough for another event like that.
I don't know. They just got to fix this and make sure Halo 6 is good. They listen to the community, and I think Halo will be right back where it used to be.
Yeah.
Because the last two Halos, they have not listened to their community at all.
I agree. Completely.
True.
Oh, dudes, we've been live for an hour and 20.
Nice.
How the time flies when you're literally having fucking fun.
Truly.
When you're bullshitting.
Ooh, it was a great podcast. Like, the first time we ever got, like, interaction from, like, somebody that isn't part of Ding Team. But I'm not saying anything about Mellow or Carrot. They're awesome. I fucking love them. But, you know.
No, fuck those
never
guys.
Never had a freaking... Never had an outsider or another podcast come in. Or another cast stream come in and check us out. So it was fun.
So we appreciate you, Skeptalk.
Skeptalk Live. Hopefully get them collaborate on another episode. Hopefully in the future.
Skeptalk will be on, discussing all the shit that he wants to discuss.
Hopefully.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be tight.
Get his opinions on the things we talk about. Talk some more what the fuck news, because that's always a good time.
It was really funny.
Oh man,
there's
the
a lot
Viagra thing. Debbie O'Grady, like I need to make that a hashtag.
Hashtag Debbie O'Grady.
Yep.
Mrs.
So anyone's being like a badass, I'll be like, oh yeah, oh there you go, okay, Mrs. O'Grady. So anytime I'm like someone's a badass, like you're totally Mrs. O'Grady right now.
Yep.
That's gonna be the new award, Sad Ass and the Mrs. O'Grady Award.
So is that it for our podcast for today?
I think so, gentlemen.
I think we did great. You did
Good
good,
shit.
boys.
We will be rating another podcast. They're called the Good News Segment. They're actually live right now. So I'll throw everybody who's still listening into that if you want to check them out for a little bit.
Which you guys should always support. Just like how Skeptalk says, get some other good podcasts up there, some notification or some good, notoriety.
Share the love.
Yep. Like small pods need love too, guys.
Yes, they do.
So we appreciate all of you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Carrot.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mello. And thank you, Skeptalk, for joining in. And to anybody else that jumped in, because we were at like 6 to 7 viewers for a while. So thank you all for tuning in at one point.
Y'all are awesome.
Welcome to the Dank family.
Exactly. You guys can follow us on Twitter at DankUndercast. You guys can follow us here on Twitch, which would be awesome if you do. We're trying to hit a road to affiliate with 50 followers. You guys can see all of our past VODs on YouTube. Just check us out at Dankcast.
Oh, yeah.
And we are on Castbox right now. Yes, so you guys can download the Castbox app, look up Dankcast, and you guys can catch up on previous episodes. I don't know how I say it like that. Episode 4, our episode 4 is going to be coming up today or tomorrow, and then I'm still working on getting all the past ones up, so there's still some back there that you
want to catch up on any of them. They will be showcased on our Twitch every single day, and then they will be on our YouTube like they mentioned, so you can check out episodes 1 through 8. 8 will be posted later today.
Well, technically it's 2, I think, because 1 didn't get recorded, remember?
Oh, yeah, so episode 2
was our
8.
live show. Yeah, the first one was like a strictly live show.
But the rest of them will be posted on YouTube.
Heck yes, guys. So make sure to check us out, follow, shout us out. We appreciate it all.
So here we go.
We love you.
We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Same time, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah. Stay dank, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Right on, guys.